Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, so let's keep up with our analysis of the euro currency. Actually, what we discussed in the weekly report, this market is completed, so you can see that downward action is continuing, but maybe not as fast as it could be, but currently market is returning back to the previous lows. So currently, guys, we have actually no choice but just wait what will happen. This market is coming to challenge the previous lows. We have a lot of context, sufficient context to suggest that taking out of these lows should happen. So we discussed some fundamental background. We have some patterns on the dollar index that suggest the taking out of these lows, in particular speaking on the weekly grabber. By the way, on the dollar index we have the pattern that we are watching for. This is 3 drive, which suggests also taking out of this top, and correspondingly on the euro currency it should be taken out of the previous lows. So everything is going as it should. Currently, on the daily chart, as we said, the major target that we are watching for is 1620. It's target of the major ABCD pattern. There's also strong weekly confidence support. This will be the rock hard support around 1620, and we suggest that it might be interesting area for taking the long position, at least for a technical bounce, not for possible reversal, but since support is very strong, here on a daily intraday basis might be formed some interesting patterns. That could trigger more or less a significant pullback, at least for intraday charts. That will be interesting. So on the lower time frames, take a look at what we talked about, the hand and shoulders. As we said, we have a lot of doubts that it will work, and it really has a big chance to fail, and that has happened. It actually has started failing right from the point on the opening on the Monday. So minor retracement has been completed, the market just dropped back to the bottom of the head. So it means that we have only single direction currently. Market should proceed lower to the XOP, because our pattern is valid here. OP reaction has happened, and currently actually this should be the downward continuation to the XOP. XOP in general agrees with the same target, 1620. On the lower time frame, on the hourly chart, we have also some minor extensions, particularly speaking the reversal bar that we have on the daily chart. If you will calculate the ABCD pattern based on its OP, will be 1678, which is below the previous lows, and the minor OP of this very actually small ABCD pattern also has the target approximately at the same point. Don't be confused that here we have very slow downward action, slow and gradual. That's just until the taking of the lows. So when lows will be taken, stops will be triggered below this area, and that should let market to accelerate down with a greater speed, and small traders, breakout traders starts to step in. So this will be some acceleration. Currently it's just big resistance. So market is coming to the strong support area, and it's just lots of, let's call it, forces that prevent market to break this area. That's why this price action is choppy, but you can see that pressure of the sellers exists, and it's really significant here. So what we could do in the current circumstances, definitely we would not want to buy. It's obvious, because that's obvious. So it's reasons we already talked about this. Besides, we stand very close to an area where we intend to buy. It's around 116.20, and no makes sense to just do it right now before the possible breakout. For taking the short position, well, theoretically it is possible, and it's 2 ways. So you could consider taking position somewhere in this area, but in the current circumstances, maybe it makes sense to consider taking the stop sell order. So slightly above this area, between the OP and the lows. So market will touch this level, it starts dropping, and the orders will be triggered, and you will be in the market right in the moment when the market will go down. So this is some kind of the breakout setup. If you feel comfortable with this, you also could consider it. The one thing that we do not want to see here, guys, is a Russian rinse. So if market will show the breakout and then fast return right back up, well, that will be a bit tricky, and we would like to see the breakout and that market will stand below these lows because we have the major target. And appearing of the Russian rinse here is, well, will be not very good stuff to us. It will be short-term bullish pattern, which suggests some deeper pullback here, which is not very good. So we prefer to see the breakout and downward continuation to this area. So that's actually what we have currently on the euro currency. So decide by yourself what you like to do. So whether you would like to take the part in this possible bearish trade, it will be a bit tricky and volatile, because in the moment of the breakout, as you understand, it's always a lot of volatility, as a lot of different positions will be involved in this process of the breakout. And it's interesting, another reason why we do not want to get the Russian rinse is that actually that's the major lows that we would like to see be broken down. And Russian rinse at the minor lows that this market stands right now, it will be, well, at least the pattern that suggests some postponing of the possible challenging of these lows. So, taking in consideration all these possible tricky moments, think twice before suggesting possible taking the short position here as well. So, let's see what will happen, because it seems that euro currency is coming to culmination.